So in number 31, we have the diagram showing a solid cone. And we are given the radius of this cone, which is 5, and the total surface area. We are required to work out the volume of the cone. Now, so for this cone here, we don't have its height. We know that to find the volume, we need the height. But also, we know that when finding the surface area of the cone, you need the stand height. So there are two things that you need to find. So step one, let's start by finding the slant height. So step one, uh, find the slant height. So to do that, we'll use the formula for surface area of a cone. Now, surface area of a cone is given by pi RL, which is the area of the curved surface, plus the base, which is just the area of a circle, pi r squared. So this is in your formula booklet or formula sheet. Okay, so to work out this, so, and we know that this is equal to 90 pi. So we can substitute in the radius and just work out the value of the slanting height L. So basically here, pi multiplied by 5 multiplied by the slant height plus pi multiplied by 5 squared will be equal to 90 pi. Okay, so this will be 5 pi L plus 25 pi is equals to 90 pi. So 5 pi L will be equal to 90 pi minus 25 pi. 5 pi L will be equal to 65 pi. So the slanting height will be 65 pi over 5 pi. So the slanting height here will be equal to 13. So here we have the slanting height, which is 13. So this is 13. And then from there, step 2, we can find h. So step 2, find the height. So to find the height, we use Pythagoras theorem. So h will be equal to the square root of the longer side squared minus 5 squared. So h will be the square root of this. You can just plug that on your calculator. So h will be equal to 12. And then once you have all those, you have the height, we can be able to find, and because you know the radius, we can be able to find the volume. So now I can be able to find the volume. So the volume of a cone is a third pi r squared multiplied by height. So that will be a third multiplied by pi multiplied by 5 squared multiplied by the height, which is 13. And this 5 squared is 25. 25 multiplied by, oops, sorry, the height is 12. My apologies. Here the height is 12. Just need to change that to 12. Okay, so 5 squared is 25, and 25 multiplied by 12, that will be 300. So 300 pi over 3, and this is same as 100 pi. And that will be our final solution. So the volume is just 100 pi. Okay, next question. Number 32. So here it's like the reverse of what we've just done. Here we are given the volume and we're given the ratio of the radius and the height. And then we're required to find the curved surface area of the cone. So the first step is to, let's just start by sketching the cone. Actually, I'll sketch it here. So you know, represent the cone. And for this cone, let's just say that's the height and that's the radius. Okay, so here we have R, here we have H, and we have this land height. So the relationship that we have here in this question is that the radius of the base is twice the height of the cone. So R is equal to 2H. Okay, work out the surface area of the cone. So step one, I think we can start by finding the height. So step one, find the height. So we'll use the formula for volume. We have the volume. So volume is equals to a third pi r squared multiplied by height. And this is equal to 562.5 pi. Now, if we plug in the information that we have a third multiplied by pi multiplied by r. Now, r is 2h. So just say 2h squared multiplied by h, and this will be equal to 562.5 pi. Now, well, if we simplify this, this will be equal to 2 squared is 4. So we have, and so, well, this will be a third multiplied by pi multiplied by 4h squared multiplied by h, and this is equal to 562.5 pi. And then if you simplify all this, that will be equal to 4h cubed pi over 3 is equals to 562.5 pi multiplied by 3. So you'll have 4h cubed pi will be equal to 562.5 pi multiplied by 3. And then, so which means h cubed will be equal to, divide both sides by 4 pi. So that will be 562.5 pi multiplied by 3 over 4 pi. Okay. Now, just partition here. So here we'll have, so h will be equal to the cube root of all this stuff to the right. So 562.5 pi multiplied by 3 over 4h. Okay, and then if you plug that in your calculator, your value of h will be 7.5. So h is 7.5. So this is 7.5. Now, because h is 7.5 and we have this relationship here, we can also use that relationship to find r, which implies that r will be equal to 2 multiplied by 7.5, so which is 15. So r will be equal to 15. So we have that parameter as well. Okay, and then step 2 is to find the arc length, and here apply Pythagoras. So basically, if you apply Pythagoras theorem, again, we've just said R is 15, H is 7.5. So basically, the slanting edge will be, or slanting height will be equal to the square root of 7.5 squared plus 15 squared, and that will be equal to 16.7705, something like that. Okay, then step 3 will be to find uh, your surface area. Okay, so that will be a step 3. Now, to find your surface area, initially indicated the form of, actually not the surface area, the curved surface area. So we need the curved surface area. So find the curved surface area. So we need the curved surface area, which is what has been asked here. Now the curved surface area, that will be equal to pi RL. This is in your formula booklet. So pi multiplied by the radius, which is 15, multiplied by the slanting uh, height, which is 16.7705. Now, if you work that out, just plug it in your calculator, answer will be 790.291. To three significant figures, that's just 790.